guys, welcome back to Barbie Cottage / Camping Life. I went to the Dollar Tree and I got this cute little barbecue from their Fashion Doll series outdoor furniture playset. And I thought we could use that for our Barbie Cottage. So I'm going to go ahead and just rip the staples right out and get that open so that I can show you guys just how cute this little thing is. So this is a cute little barbecue. The backside is hollow. I do like that it does open and close. And right along here, you could feel it, but you can't see it because it's all one color, is, can you hear that? The texture of the grill. Now this is cute on its own, but we just painted the picnic table for Chelsea pink. So I wanted to give this a bit more of a realistic look. So to do that, I am going to use some black acrylic paint, and I am going to paint the entire thing. And then we're going to come back with a fine brush and just give it some details so you can see the doors, the little temperature on and off. And I'm thinking maybe even on the grill, we can paint some lines so that it's not just the sound. So it's going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Let me clean that off. Painting the inside and the outside. So one complete coat, and there's some paint residue. Time to clean our paint. And we're just going to go ahead and paint. Now you want to do nice thick coats, because I'm just going to show you here. If you just do little, haphazardly, when you flip this over, because it's so thin, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see all the brush strokes. So we're going to want to go ahead and give this nice thick solid coats. I'm going to take this offline and bring it back to you when it's all completely covered in the black paint. Okay, now that we have it all painted nice and black, I am really liking that the grill is standing out a bit more. It opens and closes. There's the back side. So it's looking a lot better, but we need to use some more paint just to make it a little bit more realistic. So I'm going to be using red and some silver. And I think I'm just going to put silver on the wheels and maybe on the grill. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to do is just put a little bit of red on the dials or the temperature gauge. This is Christmas red, but you can use any colors that you want. You don't even have to make yours look realistic. And we're just going to gently, probably have to do a couple coats. Right, there we go, on the buttons or the dials, however you want your barbecue to look. And I want them to not look so perfect, because a lot of grills, when they come out of the package, they're shiny and new. That's looking really good. And then once you've used them for a bit, they get dirty, they get worn. So let's go ahead and get the dials. There we go. So already we're looking a lot more realistic. Let's go ahead and get the silver now. Now this is a little watery. I haven't used, it's a well-loved silver. I haven't used it in quite a while. And maybe, look, oh, it's all over my hands. Maybe we'll put that just on the wheels. Let's see. Oh, look at all the silver on me. Maybe just a little bit there. Give it some dimension. There we go. Just so that it has some texture. My paintbrush has got a lot of loose hairs. All right. Because their barbecue is on wheels. And I think I'm actually going to leave the handles right here. I was going to paint them, but I actually think I'm just going to leave them. So let's just touch the wheels up just a little bit. And again, I want it to look, a little scruffy and like it's been used. Now, while that's drying, let me move the paint. I've decided I want some food for my Barbie, for her cottage and her camping. So I went digging through all of my leftover little bits, and I'm just going to shift this so that those can dry. And I found these little leftover shapes. Now, if you don't have any leftover little shapes, you can cut some little shapes. But I thought, this looks like corn on the cob if we were to stick them together. And who doesn't like corn on the cob? Now I have peel and stick, so mind the paint on my hands. I'm just going to peel and stick them together. If you don't have peel and stick, you can use glue. And these are really sticky, or you don't have to make them any thicker and you can just leave them. But I want them to be just a little bit thicker. Now, I love chicken on my barbecue. Tell me in the comments what you like in yours. So there we have a cute little corn on the cob. We can even take the scissors if we want, make it a little more realistic because, they have the ears of corn are a little, got some fringe going to them. Now, when I cook corn, I don't just plop it onto the grill. I wrap it in tin foil. So I'm going to take just a little bit of this silver tape. This is actually duct tape, but it's not very good duct tape. I bought this at the dollar store. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it and I'm going to use it to wrap my corn on the cob. If I can get the backing off. Like I said, it is not very good. Maybe we need another piece if it's not going to peel. Okay, that took forever. Go. So we'll just, if you're going to use it on your air ducts, don't use dollar store. Good for crafting. So I'm just going to take a small piece of it and I am going to cut it in half because it's going to be too big. Oh, and I just dropped my corn. Okay, and we'll just wrap it around. There we go. And then you can fluff up your pieces. And it looks like a little foot. Maybe you're grilling veggies, maybe it's not corn. Then I also found these two other little yellow pieces. And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking these make a pretty good steak. Obviously not yellow. So same thing, you can, oh no, these ones you cannot. You would have to stack them. But they need to be painted. So I'm going to paint them with brown. I know steak is generally more red. I don't eat a lot of steak products, so I don't know. But I'm just going to go ahead and paint them. And sorry, I left my brush over here. And we're just going to give them a little coat of, and now I have brown paint on me, of brown. You can use some red. You don't have to go too thick. Let some color shine through. And there we'll have little steaks for our barbecue. Make sure we get the sides because no one wants yellow steaks. There we go. And we'll let that dry. And then we'll come back and get that little corner. Oh, I just dropped the paint. Today is not my day. Now, what else do we cook on a barbecue? Hamburger, hot dogs. But we also cook, at least in my house, baked potatoes. So for that, we're going to just take some more scrap of this wonderful tape. And it doesn't matter what shape or size. And we're just going to scrunch it up. Because you take your potato and you roll it around in the tin foil or the aluminum foil. And you squish it all around. Squish it. That's really big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. You can even use tin foil, gum wrapper. And now we have a little baked potato. So let's make 2 of them because I want 2 for my barbecue. Okay, let's take another little piece. This tape is sticky when it wants. When I don't want it to be sticky, it's not. So we'll just get that out of the way. So again, you can use a gum wrapper and you're just going to scooch it all up. And there is 2 little baked potatoes. Now I've already painted or done a corn. This one I left without cutting so that you can see the difference. And then let me just go touch up this little steak. So I have these 2 here. Look at how cute for the barbecue. So we have, mind the paint. Oh goodness. So now we have a whole meal for our Barbie barbecue. And when we stand this up nice for her to grill on, or Ken or whoever's cooking, you can put your baked potatoes, you can put your corn on the cob, and then you put your steaks as well. Look how great that looks on their barbecue. It does open and it does close. And I did go ahead and paint the back. See how much nicer that looks compared to just your regular plain plastic barbecue? And because, you know, this is part of cottage life, we're also going to need somewhere for them to sit. So there is Chelsea's picnic table we made in the first video. And it looks pretty boring right there. So we're going to bring in the grass that we used last time. Now look at how cute that looks. You have your little barbecue where you can have Ken or Barbie cooking up the food. You can have Chelsea there. Right now, I think we are on a great start to cottage life. What do you think we should make next? Some deck chairs or some sleeping bags? A beach scene? You let me know in the comments and I'll see you guys next time.